Wait, I need the chair. This class, I need the chair. I should just leave it here. We're going to be standing up, though. So we do need the chair, but we're going to use it if you need it for balance. Valencia. Welcome to Monday. There were no good zipper jokes. There were dirty zipper jokes that I didn't put in there. There were no button jokes except joke buttons. So I used those. That's all I had. I went with what I had. All right. Put the chair right here because I'm going to be using it. You should be too. Welcome, Nancy Pierce. Good to have you here, Nancy. All right. If you are ready, let's just do this little walking thing. Welcome. Ageless balance is here. It's on the air. Opposite arm. That's the same arm, same leg. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Like that, we go instead. That's the right way to do it. That's the way you do it. Up and up. A little bigger. Bringing that knee up nice and slow. You're looking at that balance on that single leg. Can you find it? Right there. Flat foot. Ball of the foot to heel. Inside to out. Nice and level. Nice and even. Whoa. I'm having problems with that left leg right now. Up and up. Up and up. We're just going to bring the arms up on the sides. Roll the shoulder blades back. Chest is open. As high as is comfortable for you, bringing the arms up and back down. Let's keep the legs going, shall we? I didn't do that. I stopped. It's like my legs just went, nope, done. No, you're not. Arms up overhead, roll the shoulder blades back and back down. Start taking some little deeper breaths as you bring it up. In through the nose so it gets nice and deep into the lungs, and then out through the mouth. Force it out. One more time, up. And back down again. Nice. Coming up on the balls of the feet and back down. Just nice and easy up and back down. You want to feel the ball of the foot inside to outside as you come up. Weight is in the ball of the foot, not the toes. Toes are for balance. They're gripping. And if you can, arms up overhead as you bring the heels up and back down. Chair up. Like that we go. And back down. Switching sides if you would like. Up. And back down a couple more times. Bring it up on the balls of the feet. I'm not doing very well without the chair, so I'm going to use the chair. And to the other side. Up and back down. Again, that's why we have the chair. That's why it's there. You never know when you're going to need it from day to day. All right. Hip circles. Bring the hips around. Small circles, getting bigger. What we're trying to do is get those hips opened up. Universal joints there where the leg goes into the hip. I put the arms up over the head and make sure that I'm not rotating the torso at the same time. I want to get as much movement through the hips as possible. So I just want to turn them around one way and then back the other. Starting to get a little bigger on the movements as you get a little more flexible. Keep the knees bent. Don't lock them out as you do this. Around. Should feel a little motion through the ankles, through the knees, and through the hips. And bring the hands down to the knees. Now we're going to get the knees super involved and bring them around. So it's forward, to the side, back. Lots of movement through the ankle. Another way to get to that ankle than just rotating the foot itself is to rotate the knees back, forward, little bend, lock them to the back and around. Opposite direction. And you're there. All right. Monster walk. Just bring that foot up and around. Take it back the opposite direction. Just work this single leg around. Keep your torso upright. Don't lean off to the side. You want to make sure that you're using these core muscles and then the hip muscles to lift that leg out. Instead of leaning off to the side and letting that foot come up, make those muscles work on the outside of the hip. That's the only way you're going to unlock that. And around. Other side, same thing. Circles. Keeping the torso upright. And bring it around. Go the other direction. Again, the hip is a universal joint. We want to move it all over the place because it gets stuck. It really gets stuck. And back again. So what we lose is that ability to move quickly sideways. All right. Shoulder rolls. We're going to step out to the side and back. Other side out and back. Arm around and bring it back in. Step out on the other side. Lateral step, arm behind and back. Out. Get a little bigger as you go, as that shoulder starts to warm up a little bit. Keep the toe forward as you step out to the side. Don't point it out to the outside. We want to work the outside of the hip, working those muscles, those abductor muscles. Out and around. Out. Shoulder back, arm back, and now forward. That's that way. And that way. Excuse me. Whoa. Yeah. Same side, same arm, same leg. Man, I'm getting confused easy. Out and out. A couple more times. Take it out and the other side. Right there. Hand on the chair. Try it. We're going to take hand behind the head, elbow back as far as it'll go. Tap the toe out and bring it back. So it's a toe tap. Out and in. For this, you may not need the chair. And back in, out, and in. But what we're going to do is lean out, lean back, toe forward, bring it all together, crunching in the center, keep the elbow back, shoulder blades back. Mine fell forward and out. Up, squeeze it right here. You want to feel the upper abs working and the lower abs pulling that hip up, pulling that leg up. Upper abs pulling the shoulder blades down or the shoulders down, chest down. Squeeze it and out. Long extension. Bring it back in at the top and out. In and back out. Hip flexors working. Quadriceps. Lower abs, upper abs. Knee to the ribs. Out and back in. Ooh, bring it down. We're just going to lean up over the side. Stretch that side out now after we used it. Over the top. Use the chair to keep the torso upright, which I was not doing. And then drop that hip out a little at a time, feeling that added stretch going through the hip, obliques, outside of the core. And bring it back down, going to the other side. Hand behind the head. Be careful not to push the chin down to the chest. Starting out with just that tap out and in. Get a feel for that. Out. Toe tap only. Don't tap the heel. Out. You want to get all that stretch through the ankle, through the shin, working those calf muscles. And back. Out. And elbow back. Let's go. Bring it in. Squeeze it all together. And extend out. Shoulder blades back, chest out. Creating that diagonal. And in. Feel that great stretch through the front as you extend out through the hip flexors, through the quadriceps, shoulders, chest, in, and back out. Elbow back, shoulder blade back. So don't twist as you come down. Stretch the muscles out. And back. Get a good crunch right to the core. And back out one more time. In and back out. Ooh, up over the top. Hold on to the chair. Just bring the arm up to start out with. And then hip goes out. As you bring that arm over the top, we're going to do that one more time. Push off the chair as you bring that arm back down. Up, over the top. Feet wide set. Right over the top. And then drop the hip out. Feeling the stretch going right up through the hips, all the way through the obliques to the fingertips. And back down. Again. Start out with a small squat. Hold on to the chair. Feet forward. Butt back. Knees over the laces of the shoes. Use the chair. Push back up. Roll the shoulder blades back. Keep the chest upright as you go. So you're getting a little bit of a lean in here. Knees come a little forward, but it's a hip hinge. And push back up again. So you don't have to hold it way up. You just keep the chest up so that you can look out in front of you. And back up. What you don't want to do, here's what you want to avoid, is this. Knees go forward and you just kind of hang there. No good. You want to be butt out. That's why the chair is great for this, to hold the shoulder blades back and push up. As you go down in the squat this time, keeping those shoulders back, raise the hands behind, and then coming forward and just right out front, right here, right here. Back down, shoulder blades back, roll the hips and up. So it's a skier stance, back, pushing the butt back, roll the hips forward and bring the arms up. Down, this time bring the arms all the way up overhead. Right up, shoulder blades are back, and down one more time. Roll the hips, use those glutes, squeeze them, bring them forward, up, and back down again. Little bigger squat this time. Feet out at a 45 going into a plie. Butt right straight back, chest is still out. Knees, you want to keep over the ankles on this one. So this one's not knees forward. This is keeping the knees over the ankles, hinging at the hip, pushing the butt out. Feel the stretch going up the sides of the hamstrings, the outer sides of the thighs in the back. Butt's back. Push it. Roll the hips and drive up. Arms in, palms down, and shoulder blades back as far as they'll go. As you go into that drop, bring the shoulder blades back. As you come up, arms out to the sides. Palms up as you get to the outsides. So palms down, shoulder blades back, chest is out, pushing the butt right straight out back. Don't put too much weight out back. Coming up, roll the shoulder blades out and back in. Shoulder blades together, squeeze them, get those elbows back as far as they'll go, and drive up through the plie, palms up, shoulder blades back, open it up, and back down again one last time. Roll and bring it up and down. Chair. We did that backwards thing with the crunch. This time we're going to step arm out, knee up together. So we're doing a diagonal opposite direction. Same arm, same leg up. Squeeze it and out. If you don't need the chair, that's fine. Out and in. If you can balance on that single leg, do it. Up to you. If you're using the chair, don't lean into the chair all the way. Use it to support you for balance, but don't put all the weight into it. Make the hips work. Core, make sure that foot feels flat on the floor. That stationary one, little bend in the knee. Out and in, out and in. Reach front to back and bring it in, out and in. Two more. One, step back, and two. This time we're going to bring the heel up as we do. Heel up, arm back, and in. Out and back. Knee towards the floor, pointed right straight down, elbow back as far as it'll go, and extending the elbow. Out, don't lock it out. Just go as far as those muscles will take you out. Squeeze that muscle in the back of the upper arm and bring it in. Out and in. Couple more. Make sure those shoulder blades are back. You're looking right out in front of you, not down at the floor at your arm. Right straight out in front. Back in. One more. Back and down. So you should feel that in the back of the thigh, back of the arm. To the other side, right there. Diagonal extension. Leg back, arm forward, and up to the middle and back out. Come up as high as is comfortable for you. If you can't get that knee up, that's okay. Don't lean into this to try to crunch it. Just bring that knee up, bring the arm down, and push back out. You're going to squeeze the core, but don't roll the back down to the... It's just like you're doing a crunch on the floor where you bring the shoulder blades right straight up off the floor, out, and in, out, squeeze, extend, together. Two more. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The other one. Got it. Elbow back, knees parallel, same plane right there, and heel up, triceps contract. Bring it and back. Extend at the elbow knee or heel up and back down, elbow back. Don't twist. Keep looking out in front of you. Don't look down at my feet. That was I was talking to me. And back. My head's down. I'm looking at the floor. It means my shoulders are rolled forward. Just bad all the way around. Up and out. In and down. Up and out. Feel that muscle working in the back of the thigh. Those hamstrings are really getting involved here. Up as high as you can get that heel. Squeeze it. And back 2 more. And in. 1. This is the loneliest number. And back up again. Ooh. Felt that. Take a break. Grab a drink of water. We're not done, but I need a break. So do you. Let's take it. Let's take just a little break. We will need the weights now. Seated with the weights. Seated with the weights. We're going to start out with, here's what we're going to start out with. Watch, just watch. Take it easy, just watch. Going to go into a hip hinge. So remember hip hinge, shoulder blades back, chest out, weight into the heels, and back up again. But there's more. Weights forward, weights back, shoulder blades back. The important thing here, as you come forward, you keep the shoulder blades back. Don't let yourself roll down as you bring the weights up. That goes right into the lower back. It's up, hold, and back again, upright. Don't have to come very far forward. Up and back. Keep everything in alignment. Knees, toes, hips, all forward. Weights in the ball of the foot to the heels. You don't want to stress that lower back, so you may not be coming up very high. If you feel it tweaking the lower back, do not bring the arms up that high. Right now, there's comfortable for me when I put the shoulder blades back. If I go any higher, I'm feeling it really tweak back there, and I'm not up for that. I do not need lower back pain. Bring it up, a little bend in the elbows, back down, raise the weight behind you as you come back. This is 2 separate moves. Forward, stop, coming back up to seated, up front, shoulder blades are back, chest is out. Don't lose that. Don't let the shoulders go forward. And back, shoulder blades are together. One more time. Out and back in. Feet out. Feet out, feet out. A little bend in the elbows. Just a side raise, up and back down. All kinds of leverage right here. So we're going to go down into a squat or into a, hip hinge, plie, toes out, down, and as we come up, shoulder blades are back, chest is out. Hold the core tight, hold the shoulder blades back as you come back down again. Stay there and up. Up and back, up and back. And back down again. Hold right there. Up. And back down. 2 more times. That's all. 2. 2 more. Right there. And back. Last one. Up. Hold. And back. Down. Again. Ooh, felt that. Get rid of one weight. You're only going to need one on this one. Do is, what am I doing? Shoulder press, arm up. Bring the leg in and out. In and out. So you're squeezing that hamstring to bring the, arm out and in. Feel the shoulder working on this one. Out and in, out. If that does not work for you, go right straight out in front with the chest press. Punch and bring it back in. Out and in. Step back. Bring it in. Step back as far as you can, keeping the back straight. Out and in. Out and in. Couple more. 1, 2, and you're good. All right. Stay on the edge of the chair, right there. Stay on the edge. Hold on to the chair, and we're going to bring the heel up and back down again. So it's a heel raise, tricep extension, and back in. Up and back. Grab onto that chair however you need to. Get up as far on the chair as you need to. Get that hip hinge in there. Heel up, arm up, and back down. Elbows back, hinging at the elbow. Bring it up and back in. Out and back in. One more time. Out and in. If the lower body does not work for you to do these exercises, just do the upper body out of a hip hinge. Going the other way. Going to the other side. Coming out on the edge of the chair, right on the side there. Shoulder blades are back. Arm out, leg back. Bring it together. Squeeze it and out. In and out. Again, shoulder getting tired. Bring that arm down or get rid of the weights completely. In and out. Squeeze it together. Feel the core working as you bring that leg up, knee up, arm down. That arm down, you're squeezing these muscles on the side of the back, getting those laterals up, the lats, out and in, out, squeeze. One more time, and you're there. Bring yourself up on the chair, shoulder blades are back, elbow back as far as you can get it. Heel comes up, arm goes back and in, out and in. Extend, knees pointed right to the floor. You want to feel the stretch through the front of the hip, through the quadricep, and back in. Out and in. Couple more. Bring it back, hold it. Last one, right there, and back. Set the weights down. We're done with those for now. You'll need them again later. Don't worry. We're going to go back to standing. Take a break. Grab a drink of water. Little bit of cardio today. Just a tad. Not a lot, just a tad. All right. Hand on the chair on the side. Demo. Squat to knee up. Alternating legs. So what's important here is as the leg is going down, the butt's going back. So a lot of work is happening on that single leg. It's having to move as you come down, going into the squat. As you come back up, the knee comes up as you're extending this other knee. So down and up. Down, knee up and back. Don't use both feet for the squat. We're going to alternate legs. So it's down and up, down, other leg up. Get up as high as you can. Down, roll the hips. Bring the leg up. You want to work those fine motor muscles as you're doing this. If you don't need the chair, don't use it. But if you do, use it. What you have to do is stay upright on this one and come up. Down, work the hip flexors, work the quadriceps, push through. Glutes are working on that stationary leg. Hamstrings, rolling the hips and bring it up. Down but back, up but in. One last time on each side. Down and up, down, other side up, and we're good. So that was the front of the legs. We're going to the side. Toe forward, knees bent, shoulder blades are back. Hang on to the chair. Use it for balance. Only do not use it for support. It is for balance. Up on the side. Everything's pointed forward. Toes on both legs. Little bend in the knee. Foot is back so you can feel it in the glutes. As you come out to the side, you're not going forward. Coming out at an angle. This is right up the side. Squeeze those muscles in the butt as you're out there and back in. Squeeze them tight. Excuse me. And in. out. Make sure that stationary leg, you've got to bend in the knee and up. You're upright over that stationary leg. Squeeze it. You want to work these muscles, strengthen them in this position. So if you ever are on one leg, this is where you're strong. The body's going to go right where it's strongest. And back in. Instead of just falling off to the side, it's going to bring you right straight up because it's going to be the natural feel for it. Up. You're hardwiring this information. And down. Bring it up. Squeeze. And back down. A few more. Bring it up. 2 left. 1. 1 left. 2. And back in to the other side. I feel that. I definitely feel that. All right. Shoulder blades are back. So we had worked hip flexors, quadriceps, hamstring curls, got those hamstrings in the back. Now we're working those abductor muscles on the outside of the leg, out, toe forward, a little bend in the knees, and back in. Don't lean. Don't lean, don't lean. Jolene, Joe. Back out. And then it got way out of my range. Out. And in. Shoulder blades are back. Chest is out. Squeeze those glute muscles. Feel them tighten up right there on the side. And back in. Out. Bend in the knee. Everything's forward. And back in. That hip is just going crazy. So's the other one working so hard to hold you upright. Keep itself in alignment. Up. Squeeze it. And bring it in one more time. Up. Hold. And back down. Again, reverse leg raise. Shoulders are back. Chest is out. Lift. And back down. Sorry, we're going to go with just one leg. One leg, one side, up. Little bend in the knee. The hinging, though, is done in the hip. So you're lifting through the butt, tightening those muscles up to lift the leg, and back down. So don't bend the knee on this one. Just keep the knee with a little bend in it. But it stays right where it is, stationary. Up. Working those glute muscles. Tighten them up. Squeeze it. And back down. 2 more. 1 more. Hold. And release. We are looking for those glutes to work to lift that up. So start out. Shoulder blades are back. Chest is out. Little bend in the knee. And lift through the leg. And back down. So we're picking that whole leg up. Squeeze it. And back down. So the hamstrings you're going to feel a little bit, but they're really not doing the work. The muscles right, lower part of the butt are doing the work to lift. They're getting shorter. They're contracting as you tighten them up. And that's bringing that leg right up. And back down. These are mobility, stability muscles. These are the ones that keep the hips stable as we walk, as we stand, as we do anything. If you have strength here, it's going to keep you aligned. It's going to keep the joints in alignment, keeping you safer and keeping the joints safer. And back down a couple more times. Up, squeeze, and back down. Last one, last call. And back down. Again. Wow. All right, we're going to stretch those out just a little bit. Curtsy lunge. Just bring it into a skater. Around and back. Switching sides. Small. Really small on this. Legs are going to be tired. I want you to take really small steps so that you don't get wobbly. Back and up. Back. So to add to this, to give us just a little more stretch, we're going to do that skater step around and then coming back. Now we're going to go out to the side and then in the middle. To the other side, around, step out, and bring it back in. Again, chair, absolutely. If you need it, use it. I don't want you getting like you're unstable. If you feel unsafe, you are. Don't go there. Use the chair as much as you need. Back, out, and in, other side. Curtsy, wide stance, and in. What do we got left? Sit, grab a drink of water. To the floor, to the floor, to the chair. Don't need your weights anymore. We got some fun stuff here. Fun stuff. But it's all fun. It's all fun and games. I think the rest of that is until someone gets hurt. Forget the second half of that. Just it's all fun and games. Feet out, shoulder blades back, stretching out the hips, the glutes, all those muscles we just used. Chin up, chest out. Bring the torso right down between the legs, hands on the thighs. Such a great stretch for the hips. And back up again one more time. Take it down, 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 down. And push back up. We're going to roll the shoulders to the floor. Chin stays up, looking straight down at the floor. Hands down, reach behind, underneath the chair if you need to or if you can. Pushing through the feet, bring it back up one more time. Down. Roll the back, shoulders to the floor. You're looking right straight down on the floor, so chin is above the chest. And bring it back up. Great stretch for the whole back. Right foot out, left ankle on the right shin. Walk it up as far as you can. Looking for that stretch on the outside of the hip. First thing I had to do on this one was roll the shoulder blades back. I did not feel any stretch in the outside of that hip. I needed to roll the shoulder blades back, come up to a neutral spine position, and all of a sudden I got those muscles on the outside of the hip that I was supposed to get, that I was looking for. And relax it. Other side, same thing. Extending out the left leg, right ankle on top. Walk it up as far as you can. Roll the shoulder blades back. You don't need to do a forward. All you need to do is feel these muscles stretch. Whatever it takes to find those, but keep the back straight as you do it. Don't rotate. Don't turn. Those muscles, as you start to try to stretch them out, are going to want to pull your torso around. Don't let it. Keep it up. And relax, release. Foot out. Toe back. Little bend in the knee, stretching out the calf muscle. Shoulder blades are back. Told you this was going to be fun. Doesn't that feel good? Back of the lower leg, above the heel, below the knee. Everything in between. Take that knee, do whatever you need to do. Lengthen it out. Bend it a little bit more just so you only feel the stretch, and you feel the stretch in the lower half of the leg. Then relax the toe. Relax that knee a little bit. Hands on the thighs, coming straight down in front, keeping yourself square to the floor. And then if you need to, extend the leg out a little or extend the knee out. What you're looking for is a stretch in the back of the thigh. Another thing I do is grab on behind me or bring the arms behind me to make sure that my shoulder blades stay back and that my chest stays out. This really puts me in my neutral position really well. And then I can feel the stretch behind the thigh really, really good. Super good. And bring it back up. Good stretch. Other side. Toe up, knee bent, shoulder blades back. Lean forward if you need to. Straighten out the knee just a little bit more if you want to. Whatever it takes to feel the stretch in the back of the leg. It's different for everybody. It's different for everybody every day. I have to get my joints in a little different alignment most days. So I look for it until I can find the stretch exactly where it needs to be. The basic move is the same, but you make adjustments so that on this day in history, and what was that old Walter Cronkite show where they went back in time? All right, relax it. The toe, a little bend in the knee, and straight forward. Again, above the knee to the butt. If it's going behind the knee, if it's going down into the calf muscle, bend the knee a little more. Shoulder blades back, grab onto the bottom of the chair, the back of the chair, grab your hands behind your back, behind your other side there, back side, and bring it back up again. Oh, that felt so good. So good. All right. We're going to take hands up, bring them down behind the back, cross the arms this time. So what we're looking to do is stretch the shoulders and the chest. So cross the hands so that the right hand is on the left shoulder blade and vice versa. Shoulder blades are back, chest is out. Get a good stretch there. Get the elbows out as far as they'll go. Deep breath in. And then hands up overhead. Take hands, just rotate the hands through the arms, shoulders, around to the back, around to the front. Shoulder blades are back. Squeeze them. Arms down at the sides, same thing, palms up. Palms wherever they end up when you turn it the other way. Back and up. There and there. Bring them down. Hand across. Back of the hand together. Take that back shoulder, roll it. Pull that front one with it. Don't turn the torso. Again, there's no stretch when you do the whole turn. If you can feel your hips moving, if you feel the weight distribution changing through the hips, if the knees bend, you're going too far with it. This is just the upper back. That's it. And other side, same thing. Palm up. Back of the hand to back of the hand. Pull it around. Feel the great stretch through the upper back, through the shoulder. Feels really good. And hold. And release. Shake that out. Hand on the outside of the thigh. Take that other hand. Bring it around to the back of the chair. Chin is out, chest is up. And rotate. Shoulders rotate. Roll the neck there too. Stretch it out. Deep breath. Bring it back. As long as you keep the shoulder blades back, chest out, chin up, you're going to protect your lower back completely on this one. The stretch is going to go all the way up the spine. It's going to be fantastic. Fantastic. Shoulder blades back, chest out. Rotate. Roll it around. Deep breath in. Exhale. Bring it back to center. One arm up over the top, one arm down. We're going to do a side bend. Starting out, feet a little wider than shoulder width apart, butt flat on the chair. Stay right there. Reach the one arm up over the top, right over the ear. Don't lean forward. You want to be in a straight line, neutral position, reaching down the one arm over the top with the other. Feel the stretch all the way up the side. Put the weight into that foot so that you're not leaning off to the side. Again, there's no stretch when you just lean that direction. Other side, same thing. One arm up, one arm down. Stretch your coffee break. Up and over, reach, feel the stretch all the way through the arms. Feels so good. And bring it back down on the sides. Grab onto the back of the chair, roll the shoulder blades back, chest is out. Deep breath in, roll the shoulder blades back even deeper. Squeeze them together. Feel the great stretch through the front of the chest. Bring the hands on the thighs. Roll the shoulders forward. Chin to chest. Deep breath in. Take a deep breath. Fill out the lungs. Get that extra stretch through the spine. And bring it back to center. Fingers intertwine. Grab on behind the thigh. Shoulder blades are back. Chest is out. Out. Toe back. Toe out, toe back, toe out. Rotation through the ankles. Here we go. Ankle flexibility, key to falls prevention and around the other way. I'm really surprised that more falls prevention classes don't include ankle rotations or some type of an ankle stretching exercise. And drop it down. Other side, same thing. Grab on behind the thigh. Roll the shoulder blades back. Leg out. Toe back and toe out. As much as you can get, as far back as that toe will come, as far out as it will go. You want to get as much flexibility through the ankle as possible. Back out, back, and out. Circle-like things going around in a, not necessarily a square, not necessarily a circle. Something kind of in between that. And back, as close to a circle as you can get. And I can't get very close. And around. Get that foot way out to the side, up to the top, out to the other side. So don't roll the knee to get it out there. We're looking for just the ankle. Just the ankle. Bring it back in. Set it down. Shoulder blades back. Knees right up on top. Out, out, out. Back in. Walk them in. They're walking. Yes, indeed. And they're talking. Out, out, and out. And back in. Feel that stretch. Out. Get those toes out as far as they'll go, but not the knees, just the toes. Roll them out, and then heels as far out as they'll go. Out with the toes, and back. Walk them in. One more time. In, and in. Roll the feet to the outside. Not too hard, just enough to get a little stretch on the outside of the foot. Just hold them there. You don't want a lot of stretch. You don't want to hurt the ankle. Just a little. Just so you've got the flexibility in there. Bring them in and up on the inside of the foot. Same thing, stretching out those muscles on the inside of the foot, inside of the ankle. And relax it. Windshield wipers, a little bend in the knee. Now the knee and the toe go together because we're trying to get this hip to rotate. Out and in. They follow, so it's not just the ankle this time. Out. We're very specifically working the joints individually. Out and in, out. And back in, other side, same thing. So we're stretching out the inner thigh, stretching out the outer hip. Remember all those exercises we did standing up with the chair? Those work those muscles. We want to get them stretched out before we end here. Out and in. That's a windshield wiper sound, by the way. Okay, enough of that. Grab underneath the thighs. Roll yourself down on your torso, down on the legs. Deep breath. Bring the arms up overhead. Shoulder blades back before you come up. Use the entire body to bring you up overhead. Deep breath in through the nose. Push the stomach out. Exhale, coming back down again. Grab on underneath the thighs. Pull yourself down. Get those stomach muscles to push up into the lungs. Get all the air out of the lungs. And then arms up, shoulder blades back. Bring yourself up as the arms come up. Deep breath in, stomach out. Exhale, bringing the arms down. Roll the shoulders back. Forward, a little dizzy here. Back again. Forward again. And we are done. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. I will see you again on Wednesday.